Hi foodies, welcome to my kitchen. This is Jenny here from Jenny's Wok. And today foodie, I'm going to make a marvelous breakfast for you today. It's breakfast with Jenny's Wok. I'm going to be making a lovely signature dish from that beautiful island of Trinidad and Tobago. And for all my lovely East Indian descents, my brothers and sisters in India know all about this dish. So come on over, let's see what lovely dish I'm here to make for you today. My dear foodies, I'm going to be making Biagan Choka. So this here is a purple bigan known as eggplant, melangin, ababajine, birju. There are a whole bunch of names this eggplant is known as. I will call it bigan. And there are many different varieties, all different colors. So whatever part of the world that where you are in, I know Jenny's Wok is all over. Let me know what color you have and how you prepare yours. There's a lot of different dishes you could make with it. But today we're going to be doing a nice char roast on the stove to make this lovely Biagan Choka. So here I have one tomato I'm going to be using. This is shallots. If you don't have shallots, you could use regular red onion or white onion, not a problem. Here I have some garlic. I have some hot chilies or bird's eye pepper, and I have that bandania or recao as it's known, or culantro. I'm only going to be using the bottom part of it. This is where all the flavors is, and this is what I really want to get started with. I have my Himalayan pink salt, and here I have some oil that I'm going to be basting the bigan with, or the balanjan. So first what we want to do, we want to give it a good little wipe. So here I have my foil paper. If you have a barbecue pit on the outside, it's fine. You could go ahead and do that. Use it. So you could either brush it on, or I have some cooking spray here. Lovely when you have that little fire pit or that fireside or whatever outside. It makes a perfect roast. So you're going to get that skin really char and beautiful. Give it a good nice little rub, just like so. Same thing now with a bigger sheet of foil paper. And let me know in the description box how you make yours and how you prep yours. But for this one now, my dear foodies, what I'm going to be doing, this is wet, so let's give it a little wipe up, shiny and nice. There are different varieties like the Korean eggplant. I love those too. But you don't get too much meat. But this one is very meaty. So we're going to put a slice on both sides, and I like to slice the bottom a little bit. So what I do with that, I give the garlic a little slice also. And just insert a garlic in there. What it's going to do while this is roasting and getting soft, it will infuse. Wow, what happened here, foodies? Oh, there is a slice. I think it's oiled too much. So anchor it like that and just slide that in while we get it all anchored. I'm going to put 2 in there, and I'm going to put a pepper. Now you may not do that, but so there we go, another one. We're going to stick that in, and this is going to get a really beautiful flavor it's going to give. So you can break this off also and stick it in right there. And the second one, same thing. The garlic is a bit thick, so you could just slice, shiver, as you would say, your garlic. So here we go, another one right here. In goes that 1 and 2. You don't have to put the chili. I just want to put the chili in. There you go. Marvelous. Now we're going to give her a good wrap. There you go. That's all to this. And we're going to put this up now onto the fire over flame. And we're going to roast this carefully. This is going to be done in like 20 minutes. So let's... Foodies, to enjoy this lovely Biagan Choka, I'm going to be making 2 roti for you. I'm going to be making a whole wheat roti, a Sada roti, and I'm going to make another Sada roti using white flour. So in here in my bowl, I already have 1 cup of whole wheat flour. In goes 1/4 teaspoonful of Himalayan salt and 1 teaspoonful of sugar. That's it, nothing else. We're going to give this a good mix and incorporate it up really nicely. So here I have 1/2 cup of water. Now we may not use all this water. All you're going to be using is regular room temperature water. No baking powder in here, as you notice. So I have oil. In here I want to eyeball a little more than 1/4 teaspoonful of oil, but not more than 1 teaspoonful. Get that oil mixed in really nicely in together. No baking powder, no baking soda. Oil, sugar, a little bit of oil, sugar, salt, and your flour. There you go. Now everybody flour will be completely different. So you add your water little at a time just to bring the dough together. So let me bring this dough together for you. Regular water, tap water. There you go. So this is what I need. This is all done. No more water in here. So give this a good knead. Get that out of your way. Just knead it really nicely how you would do your kneading. In and out, in and out. Just give it a nice little squeeze. Now you may be doing a lot more, but this is just 1 cup of flour. That's all you need to do with this. So what you're doing here is letting the gluten form. Nice little knead, just like so. Beautiful. This looks marvelous already. So now all I want you to do, just take a little dip of your finger, put it in, and just get this oil now into your dough. And another knead for 1 minute or less. Squeeze and squeeze and squeeze, because remember, my dear foodies, wheat flour is a bit dry, so you don't want this to get dry. Now this could cook right away, but we're going to let this sit and soak a little bit for like I'm gonna let it soak for like 10-15 minutes. So in my other bowl here, I just want to add a little oil in the bottom, just like so. And this is all done. You see that, foodies? Look at that. Really smooth and nice while we have our bigan and tomato all cooking nicely. Just dip it in your little oil, just like so. And we're going to leave this on the side. So now let me focus on the same container. We're going to be doing our Sada roti. So foodies, let's get started now with that white flour Sada roti. So in here I have 1 cup of white flour. I'm going to be adding 1 teaspoonful of baking powder. Every cup of flour, you use 1 teaspoonful of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of Himalayan pink salt, and in here I have sugar, 1 teaspoonful of sugar. You could put sugar if you want to. If you don't want, it's not a problem. Now your rising agent for this white flour would be your baking powder. So as you can see, you don't need any baking powder for your wheat roti. So give this a good mix. Lovely. I like to add a little bit of oil to this also. Just my thing. Nice little mix. Again, we're going to be using room temperature water. This is a 1/2 cup. But you know, we're not going to be using all this because everybody flour has a different texture. So we're going to bring this dough together really nicely. Little at a time. Get it in, work it in. See, this one is taking even more water than the wheat flour, because I told you the wheat flour is more dry. Give everybody up a good mix. For my new foodies, you try to work it in. Don't add all the water at the same time. And now that your seed goes in, it's a little too tough. I think it's too tough. So I want to add a little more water to this, just a little touch of water, because I really want a soft texture. So I'm going to go in again with a little bit of water so you will know your texture, what you're looking for. Just squeeze it up, because what we're doing is trying to get the gluten to also form so we could get a nice little rise. A little more water in there. So we have that bigan or our melangen. We have that roasting really nicely there on the stove top. So let me bring this together. So foodies, this came together really nicely. I like to add a little oil to it, just like so. And I like to knead the oil into the flour. You don't have to give it an excessive kneading, but what kneading does, it helps the gluten to form. And this way, you get a nice rise. So nice little knead, just like so. Get everybody in, and you see all that oil just disappear from your roti. It's in the flour. There you go. Nice little knead now. Let's smoothen it up a little bit. And there you go. Look at that. Really smooth and nice. Really lovely finish there. So in my bowl here, I have a little oil in the bottom. I'm going to put that in there. Drop a little bit in there and let this sit right here together. 1 and 2. There you go. Our lovely wheat. Getting a nice little soak there. And our Sada. So let's leave this here alone now for a good 10 minutes is fine. Nice little cover. So foodies, there you go. You see, lovely. If you have that little trivet, or some of you know it as that pot where you will rest your hot pot on, that is exactly what it is. Just improvise. I put it on there so you could hold both of them together, and they are getting a good roast. So let's continue. Okay, foodies, so here I have those, the eggplant is all out and the tomato. So let's start with the eggplant. This looks really nicely. We're just going to give it a little cut. I'm going to get a spoon. I'm just going to open it out. Just let it cool so you don't get your hands all burnt up. So I'm just going to show to you quickly what we're going to be doing. We have the spoon here. Open it up. Oh, you see, wow, look all our garlic and that pepper. So we're going to put this on the side because I want to give it a good mash. Now I'm just going to scoop all of this good stuff out onto this plate. So we're going to slide and slide. Perfect. Look at that. Are you seeing that, my dear foodies? That lovely creamy goodness from that balanjan, eggplant, aubergine, whatever name you know it as, and everybody slides out perfectly. And I want this little bit of water in there. Keep that little water. I want it. And this is here. Just give this a good mash. That's all you need to do with this hot pepper. If you do not want any more hot peppers, chilies, don't put any more, because you know how your family tolerate the heat. So we're going to leave that heat really nice in there. Perfect. Lovely recipe here from Jenny's Walk. Don't forget to like and share with your friends and your family, and join into Jenny's Walk. Join into my new YouTube channel also for lots of exciting recipes at Jenny's Walk. Foodies, I want to keep some of the char, so let's just put it in the bowl. I'll select which one I want. And this is our tomato, really cooked nicely. I want that liquid also. Keep that goodness, nice tangy taste you're going to get from your tomato. So I'm going to take this part off, the film, more red film part of it, take it off. There you go. Just one for little mixture. Okay. These are tough. So this crunchy piece here I will keep for the char. This is just going to add some additional flavor into that lovely dish we're going to make. So my dear foodies, all said and done, that's it. You could take your knife and just give it a good little cut. I have my mortar and pestle that I already chopped. I had the garlic and stuff in here. Let me show that to you. Just chop, 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 chop. And this is really soft and nice. Another chop, chop. Now this part over here will be a problem. So I will take it off. This is the stem or the eye, as you would call it. That's a bit tough. Chop, 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 chop. Now, if you wish, some of you may want to use your mortar and pestle. I'm just going to show to you. I don't need it. But in here, let me show to you. I had the bandania and one of that bird pepper. I had it already, as you can see in there. There you go. I had it mashed a little bit. Not much out of it. This tomato, we could put it in. There you go, just like so, and you give it a good mash. There you go. Just like so. If you want to put your eggplant in, you could put your eggplant, but the eggplant is just good as it is. So I already have my stuff cut up really nicely. I chop up, here you go. I chop up my shallots and some fresh garlic, and I had 3 leaves of curry I put in there. If you have that, you could go ahead, or if you want to add more bandania, the upper part of the bandania, no problem, go ahead. So this is all ready now. So let's put this together on the oil. Here I have my lovely frying pan. I'm going to eyeball 1 teaspoon of oil, and I want to use some ghee. So I'm going to put a tablespoon of ghee on this, and let's get on the heat now. Okay, foodies, so let's get started. So here I have my ghee. I'm going to just use about a teaspoonful of ghee. And if you check on my page, you will see where I did the recipe how to make your own homemade ghee. So in my pot, I have that grapeseed oil going. And now I'm going to infuse the shallots, Just get it nice and soft. This is all going to melt away very beautiful. That lovely aromatic scent from the ghee, and its beautiful taste too. It's to die for. Lovely recipe here from Jenny's Walk. Biagan Choka with Sada roti and wheat Sada roti. So let this come up to a nice little translucent color for like 2 minutes. Okay, foodies, this is satisfying to me now. I'm going to lower the heat on extremely low, and now in goes our bigan and our tomato, just like so. Get everybody in. Everybody's in, my dear foodies. Now I want to add 1/4 teaspoonful of fresh squeezed lime juice or lemon juice, whatever you have, and my Himalayan pink salt. You're going to taste it to your taste buds. In goes that. Raise the heat back up now, and we're going to give this a good mix. Let everybody incorporate together. Let the salt, the garlic infused oil with that fresh garlic we drop in there, and the shallot that we drop in there, all that infusion is there in the ghee and the oil mixed together really lovely. Now the eggplant is all cooked, the tomato is all cooked, so what we're doing here is marrying everybody together and infusing that beautiful taste. So foodies, this is all done, and I know some of you may like your onions crunchy. I like my onions crunchy when I'm eating my Biagan Choka. So I'm just going to drop some onions in there at the top. Remember, we have shallots already. You could use the white onions or the red ones I'm using, and this is all done. So I get my nice lovely crunch from my onions on the top. So now let's get that roti cooking now. Okay, foodies, so our flour is really nice. I just want to make 2 little roti over here with the wheat. So you're just going to break it off and give it a nice little roll, just like so. That's one, and this is the second one. It's lovely, just like so. Get all that oil back on it because we do not want it to dry. There you go, that's nice. And now this now is our white Sada roti. So just make a nice little, oh, this is soft and nice. There you go, just like so. Same concept, get back that oil on it. I'm gonna rest it right there, just like so. So we're just gonna rest this for 5 minutes, not too long, and then we're gonna start making up our roti. Get that oil. Okay, foodie, it's roti time. So in my surface, already cleaned up really nice. Just a little sprinkle of flour. And we're going to go in with our wheat roti. So give it a nice little open, just like so. You could make your roti big. You could make it small. The size is just good for me. Perfect. You could take the flour out, dust it out. If you want a perfectly round roti, all you have to do is just take the pot cover and cut it. So I could get that cover also, and I could show you a nice little cut. And this is the second one. Just roll all your rotis out nicely, just like so. You see me there, foodies? Okay, this looks marvelous. I have that nice little pot that I like to cook all my stuff in. That cover is a really perfect size. So let me get that. So there you go, foodies. Just take your cover and you just put it over your roti. And there you go. You got a perfect size. You know, here at Jenny's Walk, we're here to learn, we're here to share, we're here to create. So just get a nice little cut, just like so. And you got a beautiful roti there. There you go. Marvelous, isn't that? There you go. So that is your 2 little wheat roti. And now we're going to do, I'm going to roll just one of the Sada roti for you. So this one is pretty bigger than... There you go. Open it out a little bit with your hands. Nice little gentle pat for all my new foodies who now learning to cook here at Jenny's Walk. Don't forget to like and share my lovely vids with your friends and your family. Join into my YouTube channel. I want to say shout out to all my bibbies. Bibi Zorina Dwarka, Bibi Moses. Where are you? Haven't heard from you a little bit now. Aruba, how are you? Milo, Dubai, how are you? New Zealand, Brazil, Belize, all my beautiful foodies from all around the world. I know Jenny's Walk is worldwide. I want to say a warm welcome to each and every one of you. Lovely signature dish here, Biagan Choka and Roti from that beautiful island of Trinidad and Tobago. And yes, my Jamaican brothers and sisters, I will be doing a signature dish. Okay, foodies, so our tower is all warm and nice, hot actually. Yeah, in goes that wheat roti. Let's put it in there. It's on medium. Yeah, medium low. Let it get a nice gentle cook there. Just like so. Just waiting a little bit for it to start to get a little translucent, as you can see. And then we're going to give it a good little flip. Put a little oil on the side, on the ends of it. That is oil. I'm just touching it there with. There you go. You see all that is cooking really nicely now. That's the heat is distributing all around. So let's get this side cooked now. Just keep the ends. There you go. Lovely. Now let's put it on the heat and see what happens. Give a little more heat now on the stove. A little more heat, just like so. It's already puffing up. There you go. There you go. You see that, my dear foodies? You could just zoom in. You'll see my roti is all swelling up really nicely. She don't want to go no more. So I get a little puff there. Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. Come on, little more, little more, little more, little more. Little more. Excited Jenny's Walk roti. There you go. And there you go. You're all puffed up. Ooh, can't get it back on now. There you go, my dear foodies. That lovely roti. Now I can't get a hold of her. There you go. All puffed up, really fat and nice. Beautiful. So now let's get our wipe again with just to distribute the heat on your tower. Just give it a little wipe. And now let's go with our Sada roti. Just like so. Again. There you go. You seeing me there, foodies? Nice little round. So you see, foodies, your whole wheat roti all puffed up, really beautiful and nice. No flour, no baking powder, baking soda, just salt, sugar, little touch of oil, your flour, and what else? Water. That's it. Lovely recipe here from Jenny's Walk. So now here is your Sada roti. So now my new foodies who are learning to cook, you see the little bubbles are coming up. Ooh, I'm breaking it with my fingers. So you give it a gentle turn and let it start cooking now on the other side. This is doing really nicely. I hope this could swell. I'm not too much of a roti girl. I really like my paratha roti more. I don't do too much of this just too much of the Sada roti. So I'm doing it for you because this tastes really good with that Biagan Choka. There you go. Nice little move around. And it's already start getting angry with me. As you can see, it's swelling up. And I don't like my roti white. I like a little color to my roti. There you go. So the secret is that you knead the oil into the flour. And give it a good knead. Once that gluten is formed, the roti is just like swelling right off the tower. Or the hot stone, as you would say. There you go. So now we could give her a little pull and put her on the heat to get a little more color. So that's it. There you go. Put her on the sides just like so. If there's any little leak, sometimes there's little leaks on the side, like I found one already here. the air start escaping. There you go. This is the color I like my roti. So the air is escaping. I saw that. It got a little pop. So this one wouldn't go as big. She's getting a little more. Yeah, I popped my roti with my fingers. So as you can see, we did get a little raise over there. But my finger popped it. So give it a good little wipe again, foodies. And let me just show to you one more. Just move it around a little bit. You got the concept how to make your roti. And once your roti get a nice little soak for that 15 minutes or so, all that gluten working, and you could get a lovely rise. I'm going to try not to break this one with my fingers. Lovely roti here from Jenny's Walk. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. Shout out to all my foodies around the world. Belize, Brazil, New Zealand. Right here in the US, all the 52 states. In the US, hello, hi, each and every one of you. Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina. My sister in Georgia, Lola Curtis, how are you doing? I know you love roti when you're coming up to visit. My sister in Mags Devin, who always trying every recipe that I cook in New Jersey. Hi Mags, how are you doing? This is a lovely recipe here for you to try. You see, foodies, I didn't even get a chance to put this one on and it's already getting angry with me. The roti is swelling up really lovely. Look at that. I don't even have to put her off on the side. So do your measurement correct. And you will get a lovely outcome of your roti. So lovely Sada roti here. She's coming slowly up from Jenny's Walk. So foodies, let me finish up this marvelous roti. Milo from Aruba, hope you're going to try this recipe. You could give a gentle press and let the rest of it. But this is about enough, my dear foodies. Let me start plating for you. She's just raising and raising. Okay, foodies, so let's take a look at that lovely Biagan Choka, that signature dish from the beautiful island of Trinidad and Tobago with my lovely whole wheat roti and my Sada roti. I can't wait. You see how lovely that swelled up really nicely? And look at our wheat roti. Really soft and delightful. So let's try this Biagan Choka that we add 1 tomato to. Wow, I'm making a mess, foodie, because I can't wait to try. My goodness. So let's try, foodies, with that. You see how it opened out really nicely? Because it swelled up and you didn't have to use any baking powder or any raisin agent at all. So bon appetit. Let's try this. Wow. I'm having a Jenny's moment now. Really soft and nice. That Biagan is divine. I love it. And you know how Granny will hold the roti and break it in two. You don't need a knife. So I'm doing it really the old-fashioned way. Look at that roti, my dear foodies. Swell really nice through and through. So you would either break it like this and you could serve it, or you could break it out like this and you could have it just like so. And I'm going to be trying this, my dear foodies, with a piece of pepper. That's nice. That's how my family used to eat. Bite and with the roti. Delightful dish here, my dear foodies. From Jenny's Walk. My foodies, I do hope you enjoyed this recipe as much as I enjoy bringing it for you. Lovely dish, Biagan Choka and roti from that beautiful island of Trinidad and Tobago. It's a great breakfast. It's a dinner, or it's an any time. Anytime you wish to eat it, there's no time, no special time to enjoy this delightful dish. So thank you for joining me from my kitchen to your kitchen. Happy cooking.